Cardano with Roto Experts in the Fantasy Sports Network, and I'm here to put the odds of winning in daily fantasy gaming in your favor. It's my job, it's what I do, so sit up straight and pay attention or risk losing your money to those who are. Clayton Kershaw, Felix Hernandez, David Price, and Johnny Cueto, they're all pitching today. Now if you're playing on FanDuel and you're going to go with one of these guys, you really need a spectacular outing because they zap so much of your budget. And while he's the cheapest pitcher of the elite group throwing tonight, I'm going to stay clear of Johnny Cueto against all those pesky left-handed Indian bats. On top of that, the Reds have dropped 10 straight games at Progressive Field since Cueto won his last outing there over 4 years ago. And without Phillips and Votto in the Reds lineup, they haven't been able to generate any offense at all, and they've now lost 14 of 17 games since the All-Star break. At $12,600, Clayton Kershaw commands 36% of your team's salary cap tonight. That's just too much for my taste. But David Price faces the Yankees, and I love the fact that their two best hitters, Gardner and Ellsbury, have to deal with the lefty-on-lefty matchup. And since he's $1,300 less than Kershaw, I'd be inclined to use him. I also like King Felix's matchup against the Braves. Atlanta's reeling, losing 6 games in a row, falling 3 games behind the Nationals, and they've struck out the 5th most times of any team in the game. Now, given that Felix is $1,500 less than Kershaw, he'd be my other option. I'm in a coin flip mode at the moment between Price and Hernandez, and while my gut is telling me Price, based on matchup and price, you can certainly make the argument that Hernandez is the way to go. Now on DraftKings, Price and Hernandez are flopped, with Hernandez being the second highest priced pitcher. So while I may play Hernandez on FanDuel, I'll save the money and go with Price on DraftKings, with Royals starter Danny Duffy facing the Goldschmidt-less Diamondbacks being my second pitcher. Now Duffy has quietly been one of the best pitchers in baseball the past 2 months, with a 1.69 ERA in June and a 2.01 ERA in July. He's just $7,000 and a no-brainer. I like the Astros tonight against Kyle Kendrick. I want Jose Altuve in there for sure, and both John Singleton and Matt Dominguez are players that I'm eyeing as candidates as well. I also like the Toronto Blue Jays against Bud Norris at the Rogers Century. Now, right-handed batters have just as much success against Norris as left-handed batters do, so everyone in that powerful Jays lineup is in play, depending on your salary constraints. The weather forecast looks pretty decent today, with a very small chance of some possible rain in the northeast cities. But I think we're going to have a dry evening this evening, which is pretty nice. And hey, I'm not sure why anyone would want to lose in anything, but if you do, come play me in Daily Fantasy. Follow me on Twitter at Mike Cardano and shoot me a message with the site you want to play on, the amount of your cash game challenge, and your favorite charity, and I'll choose one of you at random each day. Now if you win, you get to keep the cash. If I win, I will donate the winnings to the charity of your choice. And everybody wins. Good luck in your daily fantasy gaming today, everyone. I will see you right back here tomorrow on the Fantasy Sports Network.